After a very disappointing season, probably the most disappointing season that I've ever encountered, it's time for season review, transfer window. We got some stuff to do. We got to get better. So let's do this thing. Before we get in today's episode, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. See, I'm a little bit chuckled because I recorded ouch, that was my hand. Recorded like a 10-minute bit and didn't include the season review, so I'm starting over. So we may do a little bit of a skim job on this because I don't want to have to discuss all of it again. So let's look at the new arrivals. We got Tammy Abraham. He ended up getting a C for us. 48 appearances, 4 of those being subs, 7.19 and 36 goals. Wan-Bissaka played in 29 games, 2 subs, 7.05 on him. Morello got hurt, so he didn't play as much. 13 games for him, 7.05. Josh Adam, a guy that I am interested in seeing what he can do with the club next year. He'll probably be in the actual senior squad. B- on him, put out a 7.2, and he appeared in 10 matches. Oscar Valdez, 7.00, C+ on him. We like him. Another player that we want to highlight for next season is Yasan. He's going to come in. He's been playing in the championship at West Brom. I think he might be a good player for us. Masala, A- on him. Curtis Jones, their signing, of course, is going to get an A-. And Damian Jane with a C+. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so A on the season to remember, our board confidence. They are happy with us. We're happy with what we've done this past season. We thought Europa League, we would be happy with that. We ended up qualifying for the Champions League again, and sadly we lost the league on the very last day against Arsenal, who ended up winning the league. So that is a big disappointment. Don't care about that one. Financially, most stuff went up this year. Sponsorship up to $46 million. Broadcast went down a little bit. Corporate hospitality did go up with some. Competition prize money went up a good little portion to $109 million, and match day also went up by a smidget. And then merchandise. Aaron Martin, top selling kit. Rightfully so, I feel like, because he was our best player for a lot of the season. Valdez getting in there as well. Abraham, Sarr, and oddly enough, De La Cruz, a player we will be discussing after we get done with this. How we lined up? How do we think that is? Do we see anything that we don't agree with? I agree with that. I think that's a pretty good... Yeah, I like that. So, fans player of the season, of course, was Aaron Martin. Well-deserved. Liam Delap was young player of the season. Wan-Bissaka was signing of the season. Really surprised by that one. Goal of the season was by Liam Delap. Tammy Abraham with 36 goals. Most assists was Aaron Martin with 15. He also had player of the match with 13, highest average rating with 7.5, and then most passes completed per 90 minutes was Damian Jane. Record breakers, Aaron Martin broke the assist record. He also broke player of the match awards, and then we broke the highest transfer fee paid for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Competition awards, Liam Delap won the Euro Cup player of the season. Hopefully we can bring him back in on loan again. That is done. Now we're going to do the stuff that I've already talked about in the past. They wanted us to go to Singapore on the training camp. I said, no. I want them to come to the U.S. So, because I'm from the U.S., you get it. See what else I missed here. I know there was some stuff down here. Club and vision and all that. They want us to develop players using the club youth system, play high-tempo pressing football, and play possession football as well. We can do that. Overall best 11. Guys that got inducted this year was Tammy Abraham, Aaron Martin, Marcus Edwards, and Alejandro Gomez. And I think... if you consider how long players have been here, I kind of agree with this. The one spot that you can argue with is right back with Jack Stacey. I think it should be Wan-Bissaka or Masala because they're upgrades over him, but nobody really established their stuff, so that's the issue there. Left wing, I'm assuming it was because Curtis Jones was on loan. That's another player we're going to be discussing. See what else I missed. I feel like I missed something. What did I miss? It doesn't matter. Goal scorer, Tammy Abraham got second in the league on that. Dominic Grief got second place in the Golden Glove. And then you can look at the best overall team of the year. You can see who won the league. Yeah, they was pretty good this year. Tammy Abraham getting in there as our one lone player. Time to discuss the squad a little bit. I have done some transfer listing of players. I've transfer listed Nicholas De La Cruz. He's been transfer listed for a little bit. Finley Robertson, he's been transfer listed. Isage as well as Holding. All of those transfer listed. And you might be thinking, hey, didn't you just bring in Finley Robertson? Yeah, we did, but he kind of leveled out at 3 stars. And we brought him in on a free. So if we can get a little bit of a fee for him, I'm excited about that. Isage, I really just don't have any plans for him. I think we can move on from him. Rob Holding, kind of the similar situation for him. So we got that going for us. Looking at players that are wanted by other clubs, though. Aaron Martin, this one's a little bit scary. Real is in for him. They want him. And he's valued at $50 million, which is a good deal more than what we signed him for. But for us to get rid of a player that was as good as he was this past season, they're going to have to back up the bank truck to get him. I was going to say the Brinks truck, but I don't know if that's a thing over there where most of you guys are from. So I said the bank truck. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of him, but if the right price comes in, I think we can sell him. Because the thing about it is as good as a season as he had, we can definitely do better than him at left back. Like, attribute-wise. His attributes are not the best in the world. Patrick Berg is wanted by Tottenham. We got a bunch of players wanted by Tottenham. Marcus Edwards wanted by Tottenham. Sarr is wanted by Tottenham. Vera is wanted by Tottenham. Kajust, wanted by Tottenham. So Tottenham, I guess, is planning a raid for us this season. I don't know what to think about that. We're hopefully going to stop it because I don't want to get rid of some of these players. Some of them I can get rid of. Patrick Berg, I don't want Patrick Berg to, like, die with us. Just because, like, this dude, he's not great. Give me that. He's not great, but he's solid. He is a very solid player. Some of the other ones I could get rid of. I wouldn't be disappointed in. Looking at positions, I think we need to upgrade on. You know, I'm going to say it. You guys know the position I'm going to talk about. That's left wing. No, I do want to upgrade goalkeeper this offseason if we can find a suitable replacement for Grief. And if that is the case, Mueller will be on the board as well, trying to leave the club because I don't have a plan for him at that point. Right back is a position that we could bring a player in on loan. If we sell Holding, we need to sign another center back. Left back, same situation with Aaron Martin and Isage. Probably bring in somebody else on that side, maybe a loan. I wouldn't mind signing a loan because we really don't have a good young player at left back. If we had another good player at left back or a good potentially good player at left back, we'd move them up. So we don't have that, though. Unfortunately, we have an abundance of left wingers. So we may try to sign a big name. It may be Curtis Jones. His contract expires in 1 month. And then use some of those other guys that we've got below to fill this hole. That way we can spend money here in goalkeeper where we need it the most. I feel like right wing, it's something. We've got Sarr and we've got Edwards. I don't know on the youth prospects about it. Warren Bondo can play over there as well. He's been alone in the championship, putting out a really good rating. So he could be another player that we can use on that side next season. I want to give him a bit of a shot to see if he can do it. Up top, I feel good with Tammy Abraham and Liam Delap and the guy that we've talked about in the last episode at the end. You guys will see him when transfer window opens up. The midfield, if we keep everybody, we're good. I don't see a point in upgrading the midfield. I feel like what we'll end up doing is this transfer window will be a smaller transfer window of us signing players that their contracts are expiring and then a couple big names. And by big names, I probably mean like regens that are really good, like Jane and Valdez. So yeah, transfer window's not open yet, as you guys know. We'll be back when it is. I'm having to be very careful on how I spend my money because I spent a little bit too much on a player and it created some holes because we sold some players. You get it. It's crazy. Let's get into who we've brought in. Robert Lewandowski from Byron. Brought him in on a free. I was really excited about this. This is who we highlighted at the end of last episode. Yeah, at 36, still an absolute stud. Look at all those green in all the attributes. I am ecstatic about this. He can still start some matches for us. I don't think he will start most of them. I think he'll be brought in to help out with Tammy Abraham a little bit when we need that. When we need two up top, we're really excited to get that done. We brought in a player, youth prospect, 2-star player, 4-star potential. You can take a pause and look at him if you want to. He'll go out on loan this year. Vlasic we brought in also. 3.5-star player, 3.5-star potential player for the left-hand side. You might be wondering, well, hey, what happened to Curtis Jones? Well, Liverpool re-signed him, and now they don't want to sell him. So I had to make a quick detour to get a player that I needed in, and I'm pretty excited about him. I think he's going to help out the squad a lot. Brought him in on a free, and he's valued at $82 million. That is some good business. I'm excited about that. Up next, we sold Mueller to Lille for $15 million, and you might be thinking, well, what gives? Well, I have signed a goalkeeper, and it is who we have spent way too much money on, but I'm excited to bring him in, and we are immediately going to change his name because there's no way I'm pronouncing his last name. We brought in Camel from Dortmund for $83 million. That's right, I splashed the cash on him. 3-star player right now, 5-star potential player at 20 years old. I'm really excited about him. I mean, I think he's going to be jam up for us. Played in the Bundesliga some last year. I think he's going to slot into the goalkeeper role immediately. I think he's taking the place of Grief, unfortunately. I do want to give Grief some game time still, but yeah, I think we got us a new starting goalkeeper. Looking at the players we've sold, besides Mueller, really excited about some of this business we've done. We sold Finley Robertson for $16.75 million to Watford. I was pleased to get that deal done. We brought him in on a free, sold him for $16.75. That is good return on my investment on him. Nicholas De La Cruz, sold him for $48 to Aston Villa. We brought him in on $25.5. Really didn't make much of a difference last year for us, so we cashed in on him. And then other player Hassaj left for $18 million. Was really surprised to get the $18 million for him. Everton came in and got him for that price. We spent $6.5 on him originally. So that's the business that has been done. I'm excited about what we have done. Liam Delap also back in on loan again. You know, he's just going to be a mainstay loan player for us. We're really excited about it. I am offering out some other contracts, as you can see, because we've created some holes by selling some of these players. We got to look at some of the youth prospects as well to see who we want to bring up. But I'm excited about what we've got now, especially in the attack. I'm assuming this is what we'll keep out there for most games. We'll have Tammy Abraham up top. We'll have a mixture of Sarr and Edwards on the right-hand side. Vlasic on the left-hand side with a little bit of Gomez, some Sarr as well. And then the Yasan guy that we signed last year, he's going to be coming up for sure. The midfield, there may be a player coming in on the midfield. So got to keep that in mind on this. This may change a little bit, but we still got Jan, we got Berg, we got Kajus, we got Valdez. Same with this area, except for you can throw in Morello in there. Right back situation, we got Kajus, Wan-Bissaka, and Masala. I might try bringing in another player here. Center back, it's the same as what we had last year. We still got Tosin, we got Gomez, we got Morello, and Holding. Left back situation, we got Aaron Martin, and I'm trying to bring in another player as well on that side. And then there you go. There's our goalkeepers. I'm excited about Camel, though. I know you guys are probably going to give me a lot of flack for signing a player for $83 million at 3-star, but his potential and being 20 years old, he could be the goalkeeper that we have for the rest of the save, not have to worry about it no more. I am very much excited about that player coming into the squad. Now, I haven't loaned out anybody because I was like, hey, let's see who we want to bring up to the squad. And immediately one player that stands out to me is Yasan. I want to bring him up to the senior squad. He played last year at West Brom, I believe, in the championship. And played fairly well for him. Put 6.99 out there. Had 4 goals, 5 assists, and 34 appearances. They are now... Did they go up this year? They did not go up. So, but yeah, I'm excited about him. Hopefully he'll be able to make a little bit of a change for us in the season to come, because we need players now at some of these positions that we didn't have before. William Kelly is a player that I've kind of debated because he can play at right back, but he's not really great at it, is he? I mean, he's a very defensive wing back, but he may be, or right back, he may be somebody we bring up. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm looking at the 2-star players for right now. Joshua Williams, I don't know who that is. Left wing option, probably not, since we've already brought up Yasan. Danny Kenny, another left wing option, probably not because of Yasan. Harvey Ferris, this guy right here has been a player that we've we've considered bringing up a couple of times. Last year, loaned out to Portsmouth in the championship, played 32 times, 7.1 rating. I don't know. I would like to see one more year in the championship on him, but we may need to bring him up to the squad. James Balaguezi, another player, center mid, that can apparently now play on the left wing. He played last year at Portsmouth as well, put out a 6.69 in the championship. Might would want to loan him back out one more season to see if he has anything else to offer. I don't know for sure. But Harvey Ferris, that is the one that I'm really considering moving up to the senior squad, because he looked pretty good in the championship. I think we go ahead and make that move. Good thing about Mr. Harvey as well, I know these guys are probably not going to get a lot of game time this year. They're probably not, but unfortunately, I do want to bring him up, and he is trained in the club, so that is a big plus for him. That's one reason why I'm considering bringing him up. Players that we didn't see from last year, Warren Bondo coming back from loan. He's going to be playing on that right-hand side, helping out. Played in the championship last year, looked really good, putting out the 7.2 rating. Excited to see if he can make the jump. Lorenzo Colombo, this guy, he can go down as probably one of my biggest busts. Last year we loaned him out to Bristol, put out a 6.5 in the Premier League, so he does have some league experience, but is he good enough to fit in this squad? Is he going to beat out any of the strikers that we've brought? I don't think so. Is he going to beat out any of the right wing options like Sarr, Curtis Jones, those kind of players? Bondo, I don't believe he will, and we may see if we can sell him. I don't know. I do plan on keeping Sibley in the squad just because of squad rules. Holding as well if we don't sell him. Gomez. But the squad's coming together. I mean, I'm kind of excited about it. Like I said, we do have some work still left to do. I wouldn't mind bringing another right back. Wouldn't mind bringing in a left back. And maybe a midfield player. I'm not 100% sure, my dudes. It's a bit of a... I mean, we do have some players that we're probably bringing in. So, yeah, we still got a lot of money because... I mean, these guys are frees. All these guys are frees that we're bringing in. We still got $54 million. The issue that we're going to run into is when these players come in, if they do come in, payroll, we're going to have to move some of our transfer budget over to payroll to see what else we can really do to strengthen the squad, because there is some improvements we can still make. I think right back is an option that we need to work on, and I do have a player picked out for that. I just haven't made an offer on him yet, and I mean, at that point, if we still have a little bit of money left over that we can bring in another starter, you may look at center back option, but I'm happy with Alejandro Gomez and Morello. I want to give Morello more of an opportunity this year because of the potential the kid has. He's a really good player. He just got banged up last year, so we probably hold out on that position. But I don't know what else we need to do really. Maybe a good youth prospect left wing option. Besides Jason, I don't know. I would like to give him an opportunity. But at this point, I'm rambling on trying to think of how to spend money. So instead of doing that, I'm going to just go spend money after we bring in some of these other players. So you guys will see me after some more business has been done. Okay, so our transfer window, I believe, is done. It's not officially over, but we've spent most of our money, and I don't think we can bring anybody else. It's really going to affect the squad that you guys are going to have to see. So players will be signed after this. You will see in the next episode. I don't think there's going to be many of them, though, if any at all. Looking at the players that we have brought in, we brought in Alex Tellez, left back option, 2.5-star player. I know you think, oh, why'd you bring in a 2.5-star player? Well, he's a free player. We sold Hassaj. So I'm excited to bring this guy in. He looks pretty good. I want to compare him to Aaron Martin if I can. I tried looking for Aaron Martin's name earlier. There he is, right at the top. You can see there's some points in his game where he's actually better than Aaron Martin. He's better in the air. He's better at attack. His vision's a little bit better. He's more of a physical player. Aaron is a little bit better defending and speed. But yeah, I mean, I think Alex Tellez is a great signing for this club for this year. We brought in a couple older players. We brought in Conte as well. Central mid option, 3.5-star player, 3.5-star potential. Not going to get any better, but as a box-to-box, he's going to be, I believe, a starter for us on most games. I really do believe that. I think he's going to help the squad out a lot, especially with what he brings with his experience. Excited to have him in the squad now. Brought in Mane from Liverpool for $28 million. This was actually director of football. I did not plan on signing him. 4-star player, 4-star potential. I mean, come on, guys. We know. Compare him to the new guy that we signed that I do not remember his name for the life of me right now. I do kind of remember it a little bit, but I don't know what it's. There we go. Yeah, I mean, he's better. He is better. I think this is going to be I think Vlasic is going to start more games just because of his age. And Mane is going to be kind of a squad player, but we'll get a lot of playing time. Play anywhere up top, so we're excited about that. Next, we brought in Mr. Lucas, 14.5. And I might get some flack for this signing because of the money we spent last year on this position, but I could not turn this down. 14.5 for a 3.5-star player, 5-star potential, right back option. Guys, he can get forward. I really like him. Look at that pace, that acceleration, agility, balance. Really good, brave as hell, determined, good work rate. He's going to be a really good player, and I think he'll probably take the Wan-Bissaka role, and Wan-Bissaka will probably have a short-term career here at Derby County. And the last bit of signing we done was Sean Smith, 2.5-star player, 4-star potential, center mid, defensive mid option. Got him for $7.5 million. So we're excited about that. Looking at our finances, though, this is where we're sitting. We got around $10 million that we can spend. We got about $5 million in payroll, so we can do a little bit more if I find the right price on players. I'm not going to go out and just blow this money, though. I don't think we need to do that. Unless, I mean, my plan is signing younger players. If we see some younger players, that's what we'll sign. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Looking at the dynamics, everything still looks good. Everybody's happy. We're excited about that. Team report. Let's get into this. So, we're not done yet. One more player. Escobar, center back option, and he's not great. He's a 2-star player, but we're going to have to bring him in. He's going to have to be in the senior squad, mainly because there's been some injuries at center back, and then us selling Holding. So he'll be a squad player for us early in the season until Alejandro Gomez gets healthy. He's going to miss a couple of weeks, but it should be fine once that happens. Then we'll have Tosin, we'll have Morello and Gomez, all really good players that we'll be excited about. And this guy kind of being like a little bit of an emergency play. Team depth chart, everything looks fine. I'm happy with it. When you kind of skim through it, this area right here kind of looks a little scary, but you got to think. These guys have played at this level for us for what? How long has Gomez been here? 2 years now? 3 years. Or, well, 2 years. This is his third. So we know these guys can all play at this level. We're excited about that. They're going to be good players still at this level. Next year, we may upgrade a little bit. I'm thinking that Morello is going to make a jump into one of these other spots. I think he's going to be one of our starters this year. I'm not sold on it yet. I still want to let Gomez and Tosin have their games. But the reason why is Tosin has leveled out on his potential. Don't think he's going to get much better than what he is now. And same with Gomez. I mean, they're both really good players still. Really good players that we need in the club. Morello, though, he still has 5-star potential. So I do think he's going to get a little bit more game time this upcoming season. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the squad looks really good. The attack, I mean, I know Tammy Abraham's dropped down to a 3-star player, but as the pressing forward, we know he's going to be good. We got plenty of options up there actually this time around, which we haven't had in previous seasons. So I'm excited about that. When one of them kind of drops off, we can hopefully push somebody else up, see if somebody has some desire to help the squad out. So, I mean, I think we're good. I really do. I haven't looked at this in a while. I haven't looked at this in quite a minute. So looking at the season preview, where do they have us? They have us in 6th place, and I'll take it. I mean, I'm not disappointed in that. I want us to finish somewhere in the top 4, maybe. I think we could do that again this year. Make it a little bit further in the Champions League than what we did last year. We got to work on this. We got to get the youth system. We got to get some players up. That's one thing I've been kind of disappointed in, but we'll try to get them up and play a little bit. So get the season started. We'll be good to go. Another good thing, the Carabao Cup. Not important this year. We can try some new guys. It doesn't matter if we get knocked out early. We can play some of the younger players that haven't had many opportunities with the first team. You know, looking at the likes of Bondo, Ferris, Sean Smith, Yasin. I want to have fun with that name. But yeah, even Angel Gomez. We're going to have plenty of players to go around in these early games. I ain't looked at who we're playing first. First match, first episode, Chelsea and Bournemouth. I think that's going to be a good episode. I really do. Should be a fun time. Well, my dudes, another transfer special down in the books. I did this one a little bit different. Tried to eliminate a lot of the cuts that I was doing in them, and it seemed to work out pretty good. And if you enjoyed this episode, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching.